What up, boxing world? JF Sports. So, Robert Garcia said some things today and made a comment regarding Timothy Bradley versus his guy, Brandon Rios, fight. Now, you guys know Rios and Bradley be facing each other this coming November, and that a lot of people already criticizing Brandon Rios that he doesn't have any defense, that Bradley would overpower him, that Bradley pretty much would just walk through Brandon Rios. Well, Robert Garcia has a different outlook on things, and he doesn't necessarily agree. Obviously, being a trainer, and I'm talking about his guy. Obviously, he's going to defend Brandon Rios, but one thing for sure, Robert Garcia sees a knockout victory against Bradley, you know, and highlight that he said is that when Brandon Rios wins against Bradley, and of course via knockout, one thing that he doesn't want to hear is for Bradley and his team to make excuses and say that Brandon Rios beat Bradley because Bradley is finished. Now you guys know Bradley has a new trainer. This is his first fight with Teddy Atlas. He parted ways with Joel Garcia, and that a lot of people criticize him for that too. So, well, Robert Garcia also mentioned that there's always going to be criticisms, and we all know that. Whether you're winning, you're losing, criticism is always going to be there. Bradley and Vargas are coming off of a win. Brandon Rios coming off of a knockout against Alvarado, and Bradley coming off of a win against Jesse Vargas via unanimous decision. Now, both fighters prior to those fights fought Diego Chavez, which kind of funny because both of them were somewhat controversial win for both. Well, not necessarily for Bradley because it was a draw. It was a controversial draw of Bradley and Chavez. And on the other hand, Brandon Rios versus Chavez was the disqualification of Chavez. So Brandon Rios won that fight. Anyhow, a lot of people are skeptical now that Bradley has a new trainer, and Bradley can only prove us wrong, prove the fans wrong, that Joel Garcia didn't really make any difference. Now imagine the criticism that Bradley would face though if he loses against Brandon Rios with a new coach. Now that could only make Joel Garcia's head big, and he would say, I told you guys, Bradley needed me. He was winning when he was with me. Now he trains with Teddy Atlas and he loses, right? Now if Brandon Rios knocks out Bradley, then obviously Bradley would probably consider switching again, maybe trainer, maybe talk to Joe Garcia to come back to him, things like that. Now Bradley is supposed to be the number one contender, so to speak, for Floyd Mayweather, but obviously didn't win the Mayweather sweepstake and fought Diego Chavez instead. A lot of people actually said that Bradley was supposed to be the number one contender, but hey, it is what it is. Bradley's fought Manny Pacquiao. He beat Manny Pacquiao once controversially in a rematch to whom he lost. On the other hand, you guys heard the prior news and interviews that had happened with Brandon Rios prior to getting the Bradley fight, that he was somewhat pissed off with Top Rank because he wasn't getting any fights. He said, his last fight only lasted 3 rounds, and that he's hungry. So that's why he got the Bradley fight. Now, in my own opinion, the Bradley versus Rios fight is not necessarily the best fight out there. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a test for Brandon Rios. I still want, if it was up to me, I would rather see Bradley with somebody else. Bradley is somewhat of a, I would say about a B plus, maybe B fighter, right? Brandon Rios, I don't know. I can't really rate Brandon Rios though. I mean, he's got good punching power. He does knock people out, but I don't know, man. It's just the resume is just so far off each other. Other than both fighters fought Manny Pacquiao, but other than that, I see Brandon Rios as a young cat. You know what I mean? He's very young, and that I know he's hungry and he wants to fight the best, but he hasn't really given the opportunity to fight big names. Only Manny Pacquiao. That was it. Other than that, he's fought Chavez, fought Alvarado twice, whom he knocked out twice, and whom he also lost via unanimous decision. On the other hand, Bradley's got some pretty good resume, right? He's fought a lot of big names. Only big name really he didn't fight was Mayweather. Fought Marquez, fought Pacquiao twice. So, and also coming off a win against Jesse Vargas. So I mean, he's fought some good names, but it's one of those fights to where, oh, it's cool, let's make it happen. We'll watch it and stuff like that. But it's not like one of those fights where we're gonna be jumping off our seat and getting ready for it or preparing for it and stuff like that. But it's a fight, I guess. I thought I'd give you guys a quick update that Robert Garcia definitely wants to see Brandon Rios knock out Bradley. And if he does do that, God knows what's next for Bradley. Maybe reassemble his whole team. But hey, a lot of people saying that Teddy Atlas might make a difference in Bradley's career. Not that Bradley didn't already have a good career. I think he's got a good career, so far. He's fought one of the best. He's made a lot of money. A couple times 7 figures. As for Brandon Rios, only one time. He made $4 million against Manny Pacquiao. I guess it's whatever. I see this fight as going either way. You know what I'm saying? I can't really pick, oh yeah, Bradley is for sure going to win that fight. Can't really say that because Brandon Rios got power also. Not to mention he's a little bigger dude than Bradley. And on the other hand, Bradley, the only reason why we would even favor Bradley to win the fight is because of his experience. You know what I'm saying? He's fought some of the best, and he's got a better resume, so to speak, than Bradley. But hey, it is what it is. But it's kind of hard to pick who's really actually going to win the fight. But I'll make my predictions as we get closer to November. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Robert Garcia saying that he doesn't want to hear any excuses from Bradley if he gets knocked out by Brandon Rios. Okay, I gave you guys my thoughts. You guys give me yours. Drop those comments in the comments section. And as always, thank you for watching.